welcome back to my channel. In this episode I am gonna make a Tudor style house, or a Tudoristian house, or Tudorian house, or however to pronounce it. I don't know, to be fair. It was just the buildings that I really like, especially when it comes to in Vindenburg in The Sims 4. It really fits into that world, so I think it's great and I really like that style. I came across this house plan on the internet and I just fell in love with it and was like, I need to build this house in The Sims 4 too. So that's what I did. Although I did have quite a troubles with building this ceiling or the roof of the building, and it didn't turn out exactly like the house plan because of limitations in The Sims 4, but it turned out alright in my opinion, and I'm quite pleased with the result. And as per usual, I also did some other adjustments too in The Sims 4, because not only on the roof but also the bathroom, the bottom floor, and etc. So as you can see, I'm filling quite a lot of the roof. I wanted to see if I could get it as close as possible to how the house plan looks like. So I had to adjust a little bit of the house plan just to make it a bit more realistic, I have to say. And I think it's best as I could do, basically how I came up with it. Didn't turn out too bad. So yeah, it's alright. So I really like this windows where we can close them. I don't know what it's called, to be honest. Let's see. It was called like windows with doors. I don't know what to call that. I don't know. You know, in the recent episode I said like clappered windows, but I don't know what it's actually called. To be fair, I know when I used to live in Berlin, in an apartment there, where I used to have not completely like that, but it was windows you can open from, like it's a split window which you can open up, and it has like 2 layers of windows. It was like 4 windows in total you could open up. It was pretty cool. So it's like a similar effect, but it's only windows instead of like this wooden things. So yeah, I kind of like that, and I think it really gives a really nice and rustic flavor. Especially, it's very Tudorian feeling to it. I really do like it. I had any trouble too finding out what kind of front door I should choose, because it's hard to find something that's a matching color and stuff like that. So, but I think I found quite a good choice, in my opinion at least. So I'm quite pleased with that. I like that door. So yeah, that's how it turned out. So trying to fill out, doing some adjustments now. So okay, I had to let the cat out. She was meowing. I was thinking like the door in the house plan had some kind of entry ceiling, and I didn't know what to do, so I just used shells, and I was like, it didn't turn out too bad at all. So I was quite happy with that too. And this has quite a lot of beams in this house on the bottom floor, which I really love. I really do. Shame there's not that many how do you say, archways or whatever in the same kind of color. It's only like somewhat the same color, but not completely. So that's a bit of a shame, but I think it turned out alright after all. So here we go. I'm still gonna start with the furniture now, and I'm starting with the kitchen. I'm trying to figure out which one sets should I use, and I turn out using this one, which I always forget the name of. I always forget the name of most of those kitchen sets, to be fair. I'm quite bad with remembering names in general. I'm using a custom content fridge because it goes in this that has the same kind of style as the furniture himself has, and I think it's turned out alright. I'm quite happy with that. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a corner one shelf that was in the same kind of style, but it turned out alright. But to be fair, actually, I'm taking that piece away later on in the video, we'll see, because it didn't really fit in when it was sticking out like that. And the kitchen is big enough to be usable anyway, so it turned out good. So going on to the dining area and the dining place, basically. So this house in general is not that very big, but it's decent sized. I mean, it's perfectly fine for the small family or family with. Yeah, it even has like a guest bedroom or something to say on the. What do you call it? On the window, called in Swedish. On the top floor, basically, I had to say that. It's where he has a little spare bedroom, maybe for a guest or something like that. And otherwise, it's like one master bedroom, or two in total, or two big bedrooms and one smaller bedroom for one bed. And yeah, I really liked the house style, the Tudorian house styles. I really enjoy building that kind of styles too. So the two house styles I prefer building in The Sims 4 is definitely Tudorian and modern kind of buildings. So it's quite an interesting different styles I liked, but I kind of like them both. But I don't really like mixing it that much though. So it's either one of them, how to say. So I've just finished the living room and I'm gonna start going on to the one of the bedrooms, the smaller one, for maybe a child or teenager or who would like to live there. So yeah, it's still medium size. I mean, it's plenty of space to live in and move, and so it's not a tiny bedroom, not at all. So now I'm going on to the master bedroom, trying to figure out what kind of colors should I go for. I was thinking a little musky green color, but I couldn't really find any good wallpapers fitting for it. And a hard time getting the colors to match because of different lightings in the room. So it's actually the same color, like now on the bedside tables as it is on the bed, but it looks different because the lighting is different on them in the different objects, which is a bit annoying. But there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately. So yeah, go placing up some wardrobes. I'm going for the different style this time. There we go. So you can see it's the same color when you move it about in the middle of the room. But I decided to change the inside tables anyway to different ones to match better the bed. And starting on the bathroom, there's actually only one bathroom in this build, and I just realized that I need to make the bathroom bigger to be able to fit all the stuff that I want to fit into the bathroom. So I had to make it bigger. So it's there's actually cutting out a bit of how the house plan is also supposed to be, but I think it's turned out alright. It's not too bad. Not too big of a change, and a bigger bathroom is better than no bathroom, huh? So yeah, I'm starting up with the top floor now. This is basically a guest bedroom, I would say, or honorary guest bedroom, or I don't know how to say it. It's quite a big bedroom. It's very, very rustic, that bedroom. So it's going all medieval with stuff. No, but I don't know how to say it. Very rustic. It's like a really old-fashioned, that room, and I'm quite pleased with it. So that's good. It's actually conversions from The Sims Medieval that someone has made that I'm using into that room. If you ever played The Sims Medieval, it's a spin-off of the Sims series that never got really that popular. I kind of like playing it every now and then. It's more like a role-playing game of The Sims. You don't have the same kind of customizations like you have in the original Sims series, like where you can design the houses and design everything else. It's more like you get a really a puppet dollhouse that you get to work with your Sims, and you play different characters that have different roles, and and you do missions that you get points for and that you can upgrade the kingdom for. So it's quite a different game. So that's furniture that someone has converted from that game to the Sims 4, which I'm using that to ruin the bedroom. So I think it turned out right. It's very rustic and very medieval looking. So I kind of liked it in the end. So now we're starting with doing the wallpapers of the house, and I kind of like the really these dark green walls with these dark wooden borders. I liked it, but I wanted to have something else in the kitchen, just to separate a little bit. And that's when I realized, oh my god, it looks really weird when the walls is like separated like that. So what I did is I did do it the same like I did in the hallway. I made the archway there and place some pillars just to make some separations of the walls, so it doesn't just like completely shut off like directly. I think it turned out great. So now I'm starting to do the wallpapers on the master bedroom to just try to find some nice colors. I kind of like this ones, and I was like, this is really nice. But the bedding didn't fit then in that case, and I was like, I need to change the bedding instead, because I like the wallpaper. So now I'm doing the bathroom, and now the top floor. I had a harder time doing that because I wanted something blue, but then I kind of quickly found one that was like, that will have to do, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So now in the flooring I'm starting on, and I'm starting on the bottom floor, and I wanted some patterned flooring. Usually I'm just going for normal wooden. I just wanted some variation for once, just this pattern, and I think it's quite pretty, to be fair. I'm happy with that. And I'm also gonna do some pattern floor in the dining area too. I will change this in a bit. There we go. I changed it, and now instead I'm gonna go for just normal wooden floors in the bedrooms. Nothing particularly special, except for the master bedroom when I do this little pattern floor. I think it was quite cute actually. I'm quite pleased with that. And here we go. The flooring for the the guest bedroom on top floor. Sorry, my tongue is twisted. Now I'm gonna start doing the wallpapering outside. I had troubles with it actually. First I didn't show off what kind of colors you wanted to go for. I wanted to go for this brighter one, but in the end I just go for the brown one. So I'm changing back to the brown one, and here we go. And I want to have the variation in the wallpaper, so I place this kind of corner thingies to give some more variation, but I keep placing them wrong in the wrong order, so it turns out really weird at some points. And I was like, wait a minute, what did I do wrong now? Okay, and then I go back and adjust all the time. It's a bit frustrating, but oh well, it could be worse. So there we go, placing out some borders of the, there we go, trying to fix the wallpaper. I was like, oh my god, what did I do wrong now? Oh shit, oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, just to give it some more variation in the wallpaper, so otherwise it easily gets so very boring in my opinion. This little roof decoration, I think they're really cute. So now I'm starting going into the decoration, the fun part. So I really like this kind of climbing ivies on buildings. I love that, also in real life. So it was a must in this build. It looks so gorgeous on like pink English houses, old English houses and stuff like that. I think it's beautiful. So I really had to go for that. And yeah, quite pleased. So now placing up more flowers in the house. I'm starting with flowers, and then I go to paintings, mirrors, curtains, etc. Like the order is basically showing up on the bottom left in the order they show up there. So placing out some flowers hanging out from the windows, which I think is gorgeous. And I found this little hanging over the window. I was like, oh, a little door. I was like, oh, I really had to use that. So more ivies, very important. So that's what I'm doing now, placing on ivies. And they're a bit different colors, so I have to mix them a bit just to make them blend into each other a little better. And but I think it's turned out good. So here we go, going through the pictures, flowers once again. There we go. Now I'm into pictures, paintings. So I'm trying to find paintings where I'm gonna place them, and so I went for the same style. I went to continue on the Sims medieval conversions into that top floor bedroom. So there's actually objects from the Sims medieval that's been someone has been conversion on to The Sims 4. I can actually send a link to that in the description to where I found those specific downloads for The Sims Medieval. I'm just gonna write it down so I remember that. The Sims Medieval downloads. I'm gonna send you the links in the description. The other custom content that I use in my game is already in the description as well, in the Google Documents that I made, so you can see all the custom content creators that I'm using in my game. So yeah. And I also send the link to the house plan that I'm following in this video, so you should be able to see that in the description as well. So now starting on going to the curtains, I'm done with the windows, so I wanted to go for some green stuff on the bottom floor, and yeah. And it's really hard to find some curtains fitting for this kind of windows here, because either there's one side one windows curtains, or there's two window curtains, and it's not really good ones that can stop. So I just went for these two windows there, curtains there. I think it turned out good. Then something in the kitchen and the bedroom. It's something nice and neat. There we go. And top floor, of course, very essential. You need some curtains too. Harder time finding some matching blue color there, but I think it turned out alright. So now I'm done to sculptures. Really usually don't use that many sculptures. I was thinking, should I use that one? No, I didn't, so I skipped it. And yeah, just placing out some for the desk, stuff later on, for the kitchen. Now we're going to small little stuff. What's it called? Clutter maybe it's called. Cluttering up the kitchen a bit. So yeah, pretty good. And then carpets. Quite pleased with that carpet. I really like it. I wish I had it in real life. I was thinking first having a carpet in the kitchen, but I couldn't find anyone that was suitable for that. Because the dining room and the dining area in the is not that very big, so it was hard to find a good matching carpet for that. Unfortunately, but it's not much we can do about that. So yeah, now I'm doing the top floor again. Now there was a carpet from The Sims Medieval converted, but I don't really like it, to be fair. It's really hard because it's rather like a painting, and but on the floor, and if I would have it underneath the bed, then you wouldn't see it, and there wasn't enough floor space to place it anywhere else in that room, so I had to skip that one, unfortunately, but it's not much I can do about it right now. But I'm pleased with it anyway, how it turned out. And now I'm just going through the last of the decoration. Is there anything I missed out on that I maybe wanted to place out? Nope. So I went on to the lightings now. So indoor lighting. I wanted to have something fancy. And I wanted to go for as much as possible for little electronics in this house as possible. No, I think I did it quite good. It's just the stove, which is unavoidable, of course. And some under-the-counter lights. But otherwise I went most for candles and candelabras and stuff like that. But still turned out quite good. I'm quite happy with the result. It turned out quite a cozy build, and I'm really happy with it, to be fair. So just placing out the last lights, and also in the bedroom. And yeah. Bathroom, I mean, sorry. In general, this is how the house turned out. Just doing the pot yard and stuff like that, the backyard, I mean. Chasing up some nice fences and some sitting places, and yeah, it's trying hard to find the best matching fences, but it's turned out alright. And placing up the flooring for it as well, of course, and later on also the gardening, and yeah, I think I'm quite pleased with this build. I might actually put some Sims in this house. Actually, maybe I'll play too at some point. As usual, I also had problems with placing out the trees in the garden, but yeah, I do what I do, and I do the best what I can with what I got. How to say it? But I always like to place at least something in the garden, whether it's flowers or if it's trees or bushes or maybe everything, a little bit of everything. I just like to have green stuff around because it's very important and it looks good too. If anything, it gives us such a nice smell when you have a garden and you can smell flowers and stuff like that. So I really love that, and so it seems to. So I would say this is basically how the building turned out, and I thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.